Right, hello again. Let's just put the hat down there. Right, been out, had a little walk around. It is just beautiful in here. No end of resources. Obviously water would be a main problem. Although you can see there are like in that place I went in the winter. I'll just walk over here and show you. The bluebell's coming to an end. I'll come over here and show you this. It is fantastic and it's really, really beautiful. So I'm really looking forward to tonight. I'm hoping I might see some wildlife. Right, can you see that? And to me, that looks like in the winter there might be water flowing through them. Not a lot, but I'm wondering if I don't know. It's soaking wet. That's real. That's damp. That's wet. Just cover that back up. Keep it wet. I'm wondering if you could possibly dig down and make a miniature well. Probably not in summertime or the dry season, but I'm wondering if in the wet seasons you could. Obviously, there's only one way to find out. That's for me to come down and have a looky. Right. Yeah, like I say, I had a little walk around in it. It's just some fantastic resources. Right, so I've been there and I have harvested off a birch, fallen, dead obviously, some bark. Got it pegged up to dry. Used me hatchet to cut the sections off. Only took two small sections, well fairly small, it was a big log, massive bit of tree. Yeah, just pegged it out, thought the wind breeze and that to catch it. But you see this birch bark, it's in my haversack here, is different in to this. See, this is thick birch bark, this is like paper. So this is great in your tinder bundle, or putting a match to, or a lighter, or anything like that, and add it as an extender as well, obviously. Now this stuff, I'll dry it out and I'll cut it into sections. Well, you could roll it, but it does get, when it's thick like this, it does get a bit more brittle, but I digress. But I'll cut it, and when it's dry, you get your knife and you scrape it, because it's thick, you can scrape it, and with any spark into it, you got just lights up, and that will do that even when it's wet. Obviously it's much easier when it's dry, so I dry it out, slice it up, put it in a tin or a bag and keep that with me. I ran out, so I haven't had any for a while, but I've scraped the top of this with a knife blade into dust, just, you know, like rubbing it, get a fair pile of dust, spark into that, cut the bits of birch bark, either more bark or shavings, or just some real thin sticks of kindling, and it's off. I haven't had it foul on me. Really like that. It's just another, and you know, these two bits here, I ain't ruined nothing, I ain't damaged nothing, came off a fallen tree. You know, all the wildlife that was underneath it, the insects and that, they just moved around the corner. They ain't gonna all die, are they, or nothing like that, you know. So that was cool. Yeah, and like I say, that'll last me quite a long while, because I don't, you know, you don't use it all the time. And I went out and I bought some, collected some dry bracken, and I'm sure that I've seen this used in videos as a tinder bundle, and my preferred fire starting method is a flint and steel. I've not friction fire, I haven't I've tried it a couple of times, not had any joy with it yet, but I have started making a kit, so which is over here. I'm going to try and have a go later on, which is these two bits, a spindle and thing. I did have a plate to push down, a bearing block, but I have misplaced it. Misplaced, you know. You say tomato, I say tomato. So there you go, anyway. But yeah, so I'll get that on video, me doing that later on. I'm not going to light a fire yet, there's no need, but be about supper time, get my fire going. So obviously you can tell I've only got a tiny little pile of wood, so that will have to wait, really. Yeah, I'll do that later on. Weather like this, you don't need to have a fire going. You can have a little fire going just to cook on, but I'll just use twigs in the old hexagon stove, or S-bit, whatever you want to call them. And yeah, I just used sticks in that, saving blocks. I've got 4.5 blocks or 3.5 blocks with me anyway. So yeah, I just had a scout around, like I say. I found those bits. So yeah, useful, good. So we'll get in there. I mean, I'm not rushing. I'm out here for about 24 hours, so I ain't in no hurry. I've got plenty of daylight. A couple of things that I want to do, like I say. I'm gonna start getting my wood together ready for my fire, and do a couple of other chores, and I'll catch you later on. Ciao for now, bye.